Hobbyist here, and it has been a while, but here we are, episode 1 of Bowman, Ultra, and Fleer, oh my, season 6. And season 6 is going to be hopefully one of the best seasons yet, and one of the best seasons for getting a Griffey rookie. So let's get into this and see what we're going to be opening this season on Bowman, Ultra, and Fleer, oh my, season 6. We're going to start off with 1989 Bowman. Yes, we've opened several boxes of these and still not gotten a Griffey. This is probably not going to be any different. I got this one very cheap at the not so local card store, so that means it's probably searched just like the other two boxes, but we'll see. Maybe I'll be wrong. Currently I have 437 of the 484 cards in the Bowman 1989 Bowman set, so maybe we'll complete that this season if I don't get the Griffey. That would be awesome. Last season we opened 1990 Bowman, and we got very close to finishing that set. We got 510 of the 528 of that set, so we got really close to finishing the 90 Bowman set, and hopefully we do finish the 1989 Bowman set with this box of 89 Bowman. Woohoo! It's got the, I mean, what year is it? 20, 30, 36-year-old gum? 36-year-old gum? It's not like the over 40-year-old gum I was getting from the last year, but it's still pretty old. Hopefully I'll get to eat it. I don't know. It was in a card store for a while, so we'll see. We'll see what's up with that. Hopefully I'll get to eat some of that gum. Hopefully it isn't too super bricky. Next we're going to go to the Fleer. Last season we had 1994 Fleer that was super bricked. Super bricky. Hopefully this year we won't have the break. Last season we had 437. Nope. We have 243 of the 502 of the 1994 Fleer, and this year we are going to go with Gary Carter and the 1989 Fleer box. I got this from my new local card store, Hot Corner Cards. Their descriptions will be in the credits. Super awesome store there. We have 437 of the 484. That's not true. There's more than that than the 89 Fleer. More than 489 in there. Seems like there should be like 600 or 660 in there. I don't know. We'll find out later. But when we go to the credits, we'll find out how many's in the Fleer set. But yes, this is the 1989 Fleer. I got most of the box from the new card store. Some of the box was from the other card store, like I think it was 11 packs I needed to finish this box, and the 11 packs from the other not so local card store cost as much as the rest of them from the card store. So yep, this is the 1989 pack. There we go. We'll be getting to that in just a few minutes. And our Ultra, the Ultra, we're going to try and finish the 1993 Fleer Ultra set. This is Series 2. We had Series 1 last season. I don't think we completely finished the set, but we got really close. Maybe we'll complete Series 2. We'll find out. Get this plastic off of here. There we go. Let's see. Last season in the Ultra, or we ended last season with 342 of 650 Ultra cards, so we got about half of them, which is what we should have got because of the Series 1 and Series 2. So let's see how's this going to look. I think I need to flip this over so we can see Gary Carter. I want to shout out Carter's Kids while we're in there. So we got King Griffey Jr. down here, Carter's Kids right there, and the Eggman is not going to be seen. Let's scoot this back, I think, because we got just another box coming in. But you can't see everything if you do that. Oh no! Alright. And last, but certainly not least, probably this is the most expensive box of cards I have ever bought. This is the most expensive box of cards I have ever bought for the channel. It is the Oh My, a box of 1989 Upper Deck. It's high number, but still, there's still a chance for the Griffey. Probably not, because I had to buy 2 half boxes to make 1 full box from the expensive card store, which is why it was the most expensive box I have ever bought. I wish the local card store had a box of Upper Deck. I would have much rather given them my money, but what can you do? Alright, so yes, this is the new setup for Bowman Ultra and Fleer Season 6. Roll those beautiful credits. Alright, here we go. Episode number 1 of Bowman Ultra and Fleer Oh My Season 6. So if this is your first time here, what we're going to do is we're going to take the upper left hand corner of each of these boxes and pit the cards against one another to find out who gets first place, second place, and third place. We have a gold, silver, and bronze every episode to see which pack reigns supreme. I don't really know which way I'm going to go this season. We're definitely going to take the Upper Deck and open it last. Definitely got to do that. So Upper Deck is last, and then we'll open the Fleer Ultra first. So not yet for this one. We'll open the Fleer next to last. This is not an error box. Neither one of the boxes are an error box, I don't think. Maybe the 11 packs are. I don't think so though. And that just leaves the Bowman with the gum. Second. And we get to find out if these are bricked. I hope they're not bricked. I had enough bricking last season. Why are you not you? Why aren't you open? There we go. And these are gold packs. They're a little bricked. Or at least that one is. A little bricked. Hopefully it won't be too bad. Here we go. First pack of Season 6 of Bowman Ultra and Fleer. Here is what the Ultra packs look like. They're solid gold Ultra packs again. Woohoo! What do we have in here? We got collect all 3 limited edition subsets, Strikeout, Ultra All-Stars, and All Rookie Team. 14 cards per pack. Man, that's really a lot. You can barely see that. And there we go. Let's get into this pack. The very first pack of Season 6 Ultra. 1993 Ultra. Here we go. Uh-oh. There we go. There we go. Open pretty easily. They're a little bricked. Little bricked. Not too bad though. It's pretty bad though, didn't it? We're starting off with Francisco Cabrera. I think he's a Brave. Yep, it's a Brave. Shout out to all my Braves buddies out there. We got Cuz. We got Zach. We got Josh. We got so many Braves fans out there. Pops is a Braves fan. Who else is a Braves fan? There's a lot of them. So many I can't keep track of. Center Hill Cards is also a Braves fan. So many Braves fans out there. We got Danny Turtable on the Yankees. I want to shout out Boomslang for the Yankees. And there's more Yankees fans out there. But Boomslang is the one that always comes to mind. Paul Wagner on the Pirates. Chuck Knobloch for the Twins. Shout out to Julie Farnham on the Twins. Got Dave Steve on the White Sox. Shout out to Epiphany Card Collectors and S.A. Hutterville for the White Sox. And there was a third White Sox, but I can't remember who it was. Mike over at Sports Cards 959 is a Sox fan, but there was somebody else other than he, too. I can't remember who it was. Jeff Mattis. Shout out to Scott over at Reindeer Studios for the Indians. That is his favorite team, and Scott is a great artist. If you haven't checked out his channel, go check him out. We got Scott Poles for the Fish. Jody Reed for the Dodgers. I'm going to shout out Brandon Jensen for the Dodgers. There's a lot of Dodgers fans now since Ohtani went to the Dodgers. Got Phil Flantier for the Padres. Shout out to Stimmers Hits, and shout out to his name is eluding me. Oh well, I'll get him next time. Chuck Carr for the Fish again. We got two fish in this pack. Ramon Martinez for the Dodgers, another Dodger. And the other Padre fan was another Hollis Bills. Another Hollis Bills. That's who it was. So I couldn't remember. We've got Doc Gooden. Oh no, it's just Doc Gooden in the snow on the Mets. Shout out to Joe Mansman, Pilly Mama Gaming, and all those Mets fans. Carter's Kids, we've already shouted out. James Jameson, Mets Rule, lots of Mets fans there. And another Met right behind it, Pete Shorrick. And Mark Guthrie on the Twins. That's another twin. Two twins in this pack. Alright, who's going to win? I think Francisco Cabrera. It's not his rookie year. He did pretty good though. He got 300 average. Alright, let's put Cabrera in there. He may not have enough bats though. Any more batters? We got Doc and Ramon. For some reason, let's put Phil Plantier in there. For some reason I remember, is it his rookie? Is it Chuck Carr's rookie? Oh, well, he's got 208 average. Let's put Jody Reeves down there. He's a rookie though. He's a rookie. This is Dave Steeb, Chuck Knobloch, and Danny Tartable. Alright, that's who's battling it out for the winning of this pack. Who we have. At bats. 10 at bats, so he's out. Phil Plantier, enough at bats. He's got half the bats of everybody else though. Phil Plantier, Jody Reed, Chuck Knobloch, and Danny Tartable. Who has the best? Okay, Chuck Knobloch wins there. He had a 297 batting average. He has 600 at bats, so he is got enough at bats. That's great. Home runs 2. Home runs 7 for Plantier. Home runs 25 for Danny Tartable. So it's between Chuck Knobloch and Danny Tartable. And strikeouts. Whoever has the least strikeouts wins, and that is Chuck Knobloch. Chuck Knobloch takes the wins for the batters. So who's going to win between the pitchers? We got ERA of 4, 3, and 5. So Doc Gooden gets the ERA win. He has 145 strikeouts. He has a strikeout win. So Doc Gooden wins the pitcher battle. So now it's pitcher against batter, and my battery's dying, so that's not good. Win complete games times 2. Complete games times 2. So 6, 16, 16, and we get triples, doubles, and triple. So Chuck Knobloch. Chuck Knobloch won. Yay! So Chuck Knobloch is going to take the gold spot for the moment. But will that change with the next pack? The 1989 Bowman pack with the 36-year gum. Let's see. What does the gum look like? The gum don't look too bad. Oh, it came right off. Well, it didn't come off that great here. Alright, so yummy gum. Who is going to be our commercial card? We've got the whole set, so it doesn't really matter. Oh, it's the Mickey Mantle. That's good. The Mickey Mantle is the winner. That's the most expensive card in that set, so that's good. Oh yeah, I forgot these were in cursive. So we've got Todd Worrell, Bruce Ruffin, Paul Gibson, Ron Robinson, Fred McGain, Jeff something. He's the one with the gum. Sellers. Second half of the pack is Charlie Lee Brandt. He's going to be out. We're going to put him. And that's Barry Larkin. Barry Larkin's definitely going to be on the running. Eric Show. Kelly Gruber. Hans Gruber's brother. Greg Myers. And Don Carmen. Alright. Well, we got the Mickey Mantle at the very top there. That's great. And we've got Eric Show versus Charlie Lee Brandt. These are warped a little bit. That's not good either. Alright, here we go. Wins. ARA 326 for Show and 319 for Lee Brandt. Alright, strikeouts. Strikeouts. Where's the strikeout? There we are. 144 for Eric Show. 125 for Lee Brandt. So 1-1. The least walks wins. The least walks wins. Unless there's saves. No, okay, they're both starters. So that's good. Walks. We got 16 walks. And 13 walks. So Charlie Lee Brandt takes the first pack. Wait, nope. Wait, we gotta put him against Barry Larkin. Barry Larkin has 13 wins, 7 times 2 complete games, which is 14, so that's 27. So 27. And we got doubles and triples. Oh, yeah. Oh, Barry Larkin wins. Barry Larkin had 30-something doubles that season, so let's put him against Chuck Knobloch and see what happens here. 297 for Chuck Knobloch, and he had 296. So he lost by 1 point to Chuck Knobloch. That's awesome. That's about as close as you can get right there, right? Home runs, 2 home runs for him, and how many home runs did Barry Larkin have? 12. So it's now 1-1. How many strikeouts? 60 strikeouts for Chuck, and 24 strikeouts for Barry Larkin. How many at-bats? 588 at-bats. So there we go. Barry Larkin takes over the gold spot from Chuck Knobloch. Here we go. Battery's still going down, but we still got battery for the moment. Here we go. The 1989 Fleer. We're looking for that Griffey rookie card. We still haven't gotten one out of any pack yet in this series. And we've had a chance every series, I think. Every season. For all 5 seasons. And still haven't gotten one. So maybe this year we'll change things. Got the White Sox in their stickers. We've already shouted out the White Sox. We got Joe Ursulak. Charlie O'Brien. I know they got that one. Jose de Jesus. Mark Carrion. Corey Snyder. Those cards are stuck. Paul O'Neill. Ken Patterson. Tony Perez Chica. Wes Gardner. Rick Sutcliffe. Dave Savine. Greg Minton. Mark Portugal. Manny Torrillo. Mike Henneman. And Jim Jones. My goodness, that was probably the worst pack. So these are probably searched. Here we go. Let's go with Charlie O'Brien. Mark Portugal. Rick Sutcliffe. Paul O'Neill and Corey Snyder. That's the ones that are going to battle it out here in this pack. Batter, pitcher, batter. Do the batters first. Paul O'Neill, 252, 272, and 220. 272 wins there. Home runs. Corey Snyder has the average win. Home runs 16, home runs 26, home runs 9. So, yep, Corey Snyder takes it for the batters. And the pitchers. Mark Portugal versus Rick Sutcliffe. 453 versus 386. Rick Sutcliffe. And strikeouts 31, strikeouts 144. Sutcliffe wins that easily. Now, wins plus complete games times 2. Ooh, complete games. He had 12 complete games. So it's 24 plus 13. That's 37. So doubles and triples. So Rick Sutcliffe takes the pack. Can he knock off Chuck Knobloch? Yes, he can, because he has 24 plus 13, so 37. Can he take the lead from Barry Larkin? I don't think so. The doubles is 32 and triples is 5, so that's 37. Oh no, it's a tie! It's a tie! I wasn't expecting this. Should have expected it, because it happens every season. There's an unexpected tie between a batter and a pitcher. What can we do? What are we doing? Walks versus walks. So 41 walks for Barry Larkin. There's no walks on here. Oh yeah, there it is. Base on balance. 70 walks for Rick Sutcliffe. And that's how we're going to do it. Walks versus walks. Because that was pretty close there, actually. So Rick Sutcliffe takes the bronze away from Chuck Knobloch. Alright, here we go. Pack I've been waiting for a long time to open. This 1989 Upper Deck pack. Here we go. Let's see a Griffey. Let's see one Griffey this season, please. Here we go. Ray Quintez. Devon White. Eddie Murray. At least we got a Hall of Famer. A first Hall of Famer. Well, second Hall of Famer. This episode. Spike Owen. The Cy Young winner, Oral Hershiser. Greg Booker. Jackie Gutierrez. Our stickers are the Astros and the Reds. I'm going to shout out Aaron for the Reds, and also Shannon at Back to the Cardboard, and Rad Dad Where's B-Dog for the Astros, and Sean the Jedi Master for the Astros. We got Lee Mazzelli, Orlando Marciano, Greg W. Harris, Dennis Rasmussen, Oswaldo Perez. I think I got him like a bunch of times somewhere. But I think it was in Donruss when we had the 89 Donruss. Kelly Downs, Drino Petrelli, and Jeff Musselman. What are the high number ones? That's one of them. I don't know. No, there's the other. Those two, Spike Owen and Greg Harris, are the high numbers. But I am going to give that pack to Eddie Murray, since he is the Hall of Famer. Well, we'll put him against... What else we got? What else we got? We'll put him up against Spike Owen for the Expos. We're going to shout out John over at Firestarter Breaks for the Expos, and I'm going to shout out Alex over at Jay's Mix for the Canadian team. Here we go. Oop. I'll put them upside down. Here we go. Average 249 for Spike, 284 for Eddie, and home runs 5 for Spike, and 28 for Eddie Murray. That was pretty easy. Pretty easy win there. Chuck Knobloch takes the average, and Eddie Murray takes the home runs. 60 strikeouts, 78 strikeouts. So Chuck Knobloch actually wins that. Chuck Knobloch gets the upset against Eddie Murray. That is surprising. Surprising, but that's how it goes sometimes. Sometimes the Hall of Famers have an off season and they get picked off by people that have the great seasons, or good players that have great seasons, and that does happen at times. But there's a Cub. I forgot to shout out the Cubs. Craig B. Craig B's had his May, Junk Wax May. Hope you watched it. It was awesome. And David M. David M. is also a Cubs fan, and Doug at Don't Talk to Robots, and Papa Bear. There's a lot of Cubs fans. And Matty Ice is also a Cubs fan. Too many Cubs fans to name. Here we go with a recap. Episode number 1 of Bowman, Ultra, and Fleer. Oh my, Season 6. In the bronze, we have Chuck Knobloch knocking off Eddie Murray. And Rick Sutcliffe in the silver. And Barry Larkin takes the gold for the Reds. Alright. I'd like to thank everybody for watching. If you have subscribed, thank you so much for subscribing. If you have not subscribed, that button's down below. Please give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, and or a comment to let me know how you liked or disliked this video. Check out the comments. Everyone in the comments is cool. Click on that bell if you want to be alerted to my next video. And once again, everybody, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Roll those beautiful bean credits. My goodness, it's been a long time since I said that.
Wubba lubba dub dub!